So the next step is to add a payment method. And it looks like we can use a bank account, a credit card, or even do a wire transfer. So let's go take a look at that right now and see how that works. So bank account allows you to invest large amounts. It's going to take a little bit to set up because you have to confirm everything. There's a couple different ways about it. We'll investigate that soon. Looks like PayPal, this is a new thing that Coinbase started the other day. So you can use PayPal to work with Coinbase to fund it. I don't know much about that because that's a brand new feature, but we'll look into that. You can use a debit card if you want. Use any Visa or MasterCard debit card to make small investments. And then finally, you can do a wire transfer. So this is for large amounts, and I don't recommend it just because there's usually a big fee associated with it. The bank account direct link is my favorite because there's no fees associated with it. PayPal, again, we're going to have to investigate that one together. And then the debit card, it's your choice too, but that's usually for smaller investing, like they say.
So let's just start with the new option, which is PayPal.
Actually, type in my information. Sorry, I have to block it out because it's personal information. My PayPal account. Log in. And it's going to ask me which bank account I want to go ahead and use. And I can use the PayPal balance, or I could actually, so like that, I can check, hey, use the PayPal balance, and or I can come down here and select one of these two accounts. Or I can even add a bank account, but it's kind of cool that PayPal has integrated, and this is a new feature as of a few days ago that PayPal has introduced. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and choose one of my banks, and I'm going to say save and continue. And it's going to ask me now to link to PayPal, and it's asking me for a verification code that they're going to text to my phone. So you should be comfortable with getting texts and getting messages on your phone and then transferring those here. I'm going to verify that.
So from time to time, they're going to ask you to verify your information. It's just a safety feature and a security feature of Coinbase. In this case, they want you to add your driver's license or a state ID. So it's up to you. I mean, you might have one, you might have both, but I'm personally going to go ahead and use my driver's license. But again, you can use the state issue ID if you don't have a driver's license. But either way, you're going to need an ID to start this process. So I'm going to click on driver's license. There's an option to use a webcam or a file upload. I find that webcams are a little bit difficult to use, so I'm going to go for file upload, which means I've taken a picture already of the front and back of my license. I made sure they were super clear, and then I'm going to upload those at this time. Yeah, my preference is really not to use the webcam unless I absolutely have to, but there is a step that's going to come up where you're going to have to use your webcam. And that comes up next right here. And this is kind of a weird thing, I'm not going to lie, but they want to really make sure that it's you. And so what you're going to do is you're going to use your webcam, and you're going to have to take a picture with your webcam holding up a sign with the words "for Coinbase trading" and then today's date, whatever today's date might be. In this particular case, I made it on Cinco de Mayo, 5/5/2021. So that's going to come up in a moment. I'm going to take my picture with my webcam and hold up that sign next to me. And hopefully, after the verification process is done, they're going to send me an email and I'll be verified. Now, I'm not going to lie, this could take a few times. And again, Coinbase being super secure, this is the good and the bad of Coinbase. It's there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to get this right. Hopefully you made it through that with me, and now we have success and we're ready to move on.
I do have a payment method, so I'm going to go ahead and just go back to my portfolio here, and I'm going to try to deposit funds. And there it is. I can go right from my PayPal account, and I can say how much I want to deposit, and I want to deposit $100. Why? Because that's the minimum I need to deposit to be able to get my $10 referral bonus. So hopefully you're joining me or following along here. I'm going to do this from PayPal. I'm going to hit continue. Withdraw from PayPal, available to buy instantly. Deposit to cash USDT with a deposit fee of $2.50. That's new. I've seeing a deposit fee of $2.50 is a little bit concerning. That must be a PayPal thing, I'm guessing. So I'm going to go ahead and just go forward with it, even though I don't like the idea of paying the $2.50, and I recommend just setting up your bank account directly to avoid that $2.50 fee. But we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to confirm. So you can now see I've deposited those funds. Now the question is, did I deposit enough to be able to get the $10 reward? Because I have to be able to do enough, and I think I screwed up here. So I'm going to go ahead and deposit more funds. I'm going to do another 50. And PayPal is going to walk away with some money in the process. So I'm going to go ahead and say confirm. Done. And now I should show that I have, here's my transaction. So I've made 2 deposits from my PayPal account. Again, I don't recommend the PayPal method since they're taking money out, and that's not my style. I like to keep my money. I don't like to pay bank fees, and I don't think you should pay bank fees either. It's the whole reason for having crypto. So PayPal has just found a way to make money off of us investing in crypto. I'm not a big fan of that. So, but it is an easy method. I was able to get in pretty quickly.